Disclaimer: I designed these listening through speakers because that's the only medium I need Blowfield directly into speakers. It sounds like crap in the headphones. So when you listen to this episode, I would prefer and recommend that you listen through speakers. 808 drum design, as promised. Very, very, very lush. Okay, let's get into the drum design and the dynamics. I would like to give a shout out to my teacher, Mr. Mark Piggott, who is well known. He asked me, did I use LFOs in the last tape for drum synthesis? And I told him, no, I did not, but I see why he asked that. And thanks again, Teach. I did it because I learned it from you. So, this 32-foot oscillator is a sine wave, ideally for bass drum and 808 design. We're going through a bandpass filter. The redundancies are as the same as the last time for kick drum. That's 100% key tracking, 35 on cutoff, resonance of 8. Envelope plus 24. We go to filter envelope, and that is, I want to say 36. I don't gamble, but I just did in one. So it's 36 on decay, 77 on release. Now we have the 60 on the decay amplitude, and we tamed it attack level 72. That is the same as for filter envelope, attack level 72. Release is about 60 on the amp. LFO is a square wave, redundancy. Speed of 26, that's 2,048 feet, because we're key tracking it like Teach said. 90 degree, square wave, we faded it. Delay of 32, fade negative 57. Mod 1, LFO, arbitrarily plus 49 to 01 level. Mod 2 is LFO 1 plus 60 F1 resonance, because you know why that equals that 112 percussive peak. That's why you heard the bass drum, boom, right? No drive, no clipping, no nana. And that was only at like 60 something. If I turn it up, oh, oy vey, shit, that thing gets boom, boom. Alright, don't do that. And it sounds like crap on these headphones, but I mean, I don't know. Listen through speakers, like I said. Okay, that's what I recommend. Let's get into FM. Now, how will we go about that? Well, this oscillator, we're using this silent oscillator technique. 0 volume. FM source is oscillator 2. We dial it in a little bit, like, 72 or something. Let's go down here, let's dial in something. We got a pulse wave. It's really a pulse because it's at 0. Plus 63, the LFO. Remember, this LFO is triggering the instance of this sound and cycle. This sound and cycle is FM by this. Alright? See what I mean? We change the footage. I don't know how that's what I mean. I'm not going to bore you to death. I'm not going to run experiments and stuff like that. We will all go insane. I am sorry. I'm not sorry to spare you. Okay, I'll do this on my own time, listening through speakers where we can do this in finer and greater detail, and then I'll bring it back to the table and we can bump it out the frame, right? Okay, let's jump to the next one. This should actually be 808 2, not 4, because it's not done with a square wave actually, because we know a square wave is fully this way. That is fully the square wave. Alright? You see as it turns to square. We know that when we start doing this, that's when it becomes a pulse. Pulse is 2, because your heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Feel me? Alright, so let's turn it back. bring another one in. Let's FM it. See? I don't know how it sounds like on these headphones. I mean, the speakers, I mean. It probably sounds bumping. These headphones make it sound like crap, and it makes me like, you know, these headphones, lackluster in the sound processing. I don't know. I just needed to hear and make sure everything's in sync when we deliver this material and content to the table. I want to give a shout out to my teacher, Mr. Mark Piggott. Thank you for always teaching me. Thank you for pushing me to the next level, throwing me into the wilderness of circuit boards and chips and, you know, silicone. I came back. Machine God. Good look. Sauce. Y'all know him. Jean de Time. Looking forward to getting with you about the drum kit, man. I appreciate it. I catch you. I love you guys.